Hey, good morning, everybody. I'm sorry if you can hear the exhaust fan, but I am. It's only 9:03 a.m. I'm getting the hamburger portion of today's tacos done and ready. I want to just not have to cook anything, but just put it all together later. And I'm going to serve it as a lunch slash dinner, and they can have it for both. They're pretty good at that. Last night, all I made for dinner was baked potatoes. I left them on the stovetop and said, there's potatoes in there. You can top them with whatever you want, which leads me to my other point. I have everything I need for tacos except sour cream now. So somebody's got to go out today and get that. Most likely not me. I'm using my old antique, they don't even make them like this anymore, slap chop thing. I had to get a bowl out of here to put this in. And there's my coffee pot, it's done. I'm still liking this. It's, what brand is this? Kinders, whatever. And I never use a whole packet, but I probably use a third. Because, I think it's fine with less. I do. I know a lot of people don't, but that's how I like it. In fact, before I started using this, I was using my own homemade, so it didn't have salt in it. Other than that, I got my coffee cup here. Walk by faith, not by sight. And I got my coffee going here. What's in here? So this is just drip coffee. Powdered coffee made regular white. Half and half. And chocolate syrup. But don't tell anybody. Oh, that's not the worst part. I spritzed some whipped cream on it too. I felt like I needed it this morning. Hey, I hope the rest of you are having a wakey time. You're doing okay for the day, and you got some good stuff planned. I'd sure like to see things get done around here. I know. I'm talking about pantry shelves. Mostly. I'd like to get that done. It's such a mess when it's not done, and it's just wearing on me. Anyway, I'm gonna probably make some refried beans to go with these on the side, and that'll be it. Tacos and refried beans, as I was saying. If you like this kind of thing, recipes, day in the life, I guess what I do is called a vlog. I do a lot of prepper stuff, and that's kind of why I wanted the shelves too. I wanted to show you how my prepper stuff is morphing, and because they always do. You can't, if you leave it the same, it doesn't grow, and so my my hope is to have a 3-month stash, which I believe that I do have now, at least. So I'd like to get it all on paper, which I said I'm going to do before, and I just haven't. And I'm going to go fix that washing machine that I said I was going to wash yesterday. What else was I going to do? Oh, the floor. Talk to you in a bit. Okay, this is almost done, so I'm going to drain the grease off of this. This was a really cheap hamburger because it's mostly grease, but I do stretch the hamburger meat for tacos. I'll show you how I do that in a bit. I think I've shown it before. I load their taco shells with first a layer of cheese, then meat, then cheese. I line them up on a baking sheet. I melt that cheese into the meat. That way it doesn't all fall off when they bite into it. I put it back out on the counter, and they can load it with the fresh, like lettuce, avocado, tomato, onion, whatever. So I just need to drain and add. Cleaning the sink, and then the dish pan is going in because I do that. I try to do that about every 2 weeks because it's, plastic, and it does probably collect bacteria, even though it's just dishwater in it. You know what I mean? Just like I clean the sink for the same reason. There we go. I drained it, and I put in some of that Kinder's, sauce, and then powder, seasoning. I put on some of before I put in the Kinder seasoning, I took paper towels and this, and I dabbed, and I got most of it out. So now I'm just going to add some water as soon as this gets warm again, and then it'll be done, and I'll put it away for just a bit and use it later when I build dinner. I'm gonna clean up that washing machine right now and then go finish the other room and grab a shower quick, I think. I'm gonna show you how I stretch the meat. This isn't that much, but it's gonna feed 5 adults easily when you use vegetables and other things as your main component. We're all gonna have to start eating like that, I would think, because the cheap meat is now the expensive meat, and the expensive meat, eeh. So I'll be back. Okay, here is, I've got a light situation in here still that hasn't been addressed. This one is out. This one works, sorta. And this one has a missing, cover, lid. What do you call those? Anyway, needs to be fixed. Okay, so I'm just gonna spray down this yuck here with some, got some laundry in here. I add it before it's ready, I just go, let's get it going. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and try to wash this up. Okay, I think this is better. It'll do. Whenever I say it'll do, I'm sorry. I think of the movie Babe when he goes, that'll do, pig. Stupid. Anyway, I'm going to get after the outside now. Just give it a wipe down. Okay, that little bit of hamburger here, I don't know how much it worked out to be. I bet it's not a whole pound though. I mean, it's what it said on the package, but that's like a half a pound after you cook the fat off and everything. So that's ready to go. And then I cut up purple onions and limes. And now I'm working on the cutting up of the tomatoes. Then I'll do jalapeno peppers, just chopped jalapeno peppers. And then I'll do the shredded lettuce. I don't have a bag of shredded, so I'm going to have to do it myself. Oh, anyway. I stayed up late last night, like I do a lot, on the phone, in bed, in the dark, playing Facebook crosswords. And there comes a point you play it, and sometimes you can get some good words, and mostly I get about medium words, and most people can beat me. But if you play on Facebook crosswords, hit me up for a game. I love it, and you'll most likely beat me. I finally stopped playing and turned my phone off when I realized that I wasn't even really paying attention. I was going, oh, there's a word. Three letters, I can do that. And my eyes kept falling asleep, like closing. So, what do you do at night? Most people sleep. Hey, it just dawned on me. I didn't mean to say crosswords. What did I call it? I meant to say Scrabble. Scrabble, the team game. Not crosswords. Sorry. Hey, I'm working on these jalapeno peppers now. I've got a towel under here so I can, because I rinsed them and there's still a lot of water and I didn't want them to be watery. So after they drain a little bit onto the paper towel, I'll take that out and just leave the peppers in. And I can't remember if I said, but I finished the floors in the other room. I just put some hot water and like a cap full of vinegar. Wasn't filthy. And I've been reading that the soap that I used to like to use, Murphy's oil soap, can leave a white film over time. And I had some stored in my garage, and I noticed that it got white as it aged. And I wondered if that was the same thing. And so now I'm scared of Murphy's oil soap, long story short. So I'm using vinegar and water. I don't know what else to use. The floors are LVP Lifeproof. LVP Lifeproof flooring is what it is. All through the house. Closets, bathrooms, everywhere. So, I have to use something kind of gentle, I think. Anyway, that's it. Okay, I'm putting the tacos together now. So this is how I'm going to make this much meat stretched. I've got 15 taco shells here. And I put the cheese down. Now the cheese is going to act to hold the hamburger meat in and also hold the cheese in. So when you take a bite, the cheese and meat don't all fall on your plate. The only thing fresh, these are going to be prepared, and then they'll put their fresh toppings on. So here they are now with cheese and meat, and then I'll show you when it's cheese, meat, cheese. Okay, so now on the bottom it's cheese, in the middle it's meat, and then on the top more cheese. Got my oven preheating. It's going to go up to 300 degrees, and I'll only put these in until they're melted together. The cheese, meat, and cheese are all melted together. It doesn't take that long, maybe 15 minutes if it's at 300, maybe less, maybe 12. I just eyeball it, watch it, so I've never really timed it. So the meat container is empty. I am also going to put together 2 cans of refried beans. I know I can make them even better, and this is to my daughter, homemade, because she does. I don't have any leftover pinto beans, or I would. I do, in fact, have several cans of these. So they're in my prepper pantry, and they're still obviously way good. Beans in a can last a long time, so these do. I will top these with some white onions and more cheddar cheese. I don't know what everybody else plans to do. Oh, I might put a little bit of the mild taco sauce on it too. Some people like it in their tacos here, so we'll see what they like to do. And that's that. I should add, I've only had good luck doing this with the stand and stuff type of flat-bottomed taco shells. I've tried this with the rounded bottom, regular ones. And if you have a container with high, like a baking dish with high sides, and you put them close together, you can pull it off, but it's so much easier with these stand-up ones for me. I forgot to take a video of what this looks like after it's all melted together. It looks like when you first started it's going to be too much, but then it sinks down as the cheese melts into the beef, and there's plenty of room to put your taco toppings that you prefer.